Hello YouTube family, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Sharida. Welcome, and if you are a returning viewer, thank you all so much for the love and the continued support of this channel. Today's video, you guys, it's going to be a fun chat. We are going to be talking about perfumes that are wildly popular, successful for the perfume companies, beloved, hyped, all the above, but at the end of the day, it's still a no for me, all right? So without further ado, let's get into today's video. You guys, so the first one up on this list is from the house of BDK. You guys, I could do a whole video on BDKs that I just do not like. That house in general has just always been very difficult for me, and it doesn't matter how popular, how loved, how hyped, I just do not vibe with those perfumes. But we're talking about one in particular right now. Actually, there are going to be two BDKs on this list, but for right now, we're getting into Pas Ce Soir. Pas Ce Soir is like probably one of their most successful perfumes other than Gris Charnel, but it is just, you guys, something about the way that quince pairs with the black pepper. It is a no for me. Like, I tried. Sometimes I like the way it smells on me. Sometimes I just feel nauseous to my stomach. Like, there's just something about the way their perfumes react on my skin or about the way they're blended, but that one is just so popular and so many people love that fragrance, and it just does not work for me. Like, that is a fragrance that I wish worked for me because I actually love the fruity elements, but that black pepper, it's gotta go, okay? We don't put black pepper on fruit around here, and it's just like, they just don't go together. They don't go together. And so it's a no for me. All right. So Pas Ce Soir was a passe no. So the next one up on the list is going to be Creed Aventus. Yes, we are talking about unisex perfumes, colognes, whatever. We're talking about it all. And Creed Aventus is just so, like, that's probably the most popular niche perfume for men. But I was gearing up to do my men's fragrance video, last year. I got a decant of it and I tested it, and it's beautiful as the opening is. Like, I'm gonna need that pineapple throughout the scent. Once that pineapple has dissipated and disappeared from that opening and the fragrance, you are left with something that just smells very basic. Like, there is nothing special about the scent itself. The opening, yes, if they could carry that opening throughout, I could totally get why some people think it's such a masterpiece scent. However, without the opening, that is it is not all of that. It is, to me, it's very overrated. Like, that is a beloved scent. I get it. Like, people really do seem to love the reaction they get from people when they wear it or how it smells in them. But to me, it's just very underwhelming past the opening. There are so many amazing pineapple fragrances out there that are marketed, as unisex or toward men, that I feel like just blow that scent out of the water. Hachivat, okay, just delicious from beginning to end. Lamar by Kajal, same thing. I mean, yeah, so to me, those just leave Creed Aventus in the dust. Now, the one that is amazing is Creed Aventus for her. You get all the fruits throughout, and it's just a stunning fragrance, which I feel like should be just as popular as the one that is marketed towards men, but it's not. So next on this list is also another one, marketed towards men. This is Sauvage. Sauvage by Dior. The most successful, I think, cologne ever for men, or at least currently. It's been around for a long time, but I just feel like, honey, we are past it. Let's move on from Sauvage. Sauvage, when I got a chance to smell it, was just like this molecule mess. Like, it was nothing special about it. And I just, like, it's okay. Okay. I feel like the most popular fragrance for women and the most popular fragrance for men that have outsold more than anything are both ones that I can just totally leave on the table that I don't care for. The one for the women being La Vie Belle. I've spoken about this before. Oh my God, what a mess. What a sweet, overly, when I say designers, when they do sweet, it gets overly sweet in a bad way. Like I can take rich, decadent, sticky, sweet, overly sweet clothing in a good way, but designers, they can do it in a very bad way. And I don't know what the difference is, but it is just whew, way too sweet and cloying. To the point where there has to be headache inducing for many people, or will turn your stomach. Then they have this very, very heavy dirty patchouli, which I find to be very repulsive. Both are just fragrances that it's a no. It's absolutely a no and will always be for me. Okay, so the next one, don't come for me. Do not come for me. Italica by Xerjoff. This people put into this category of the best gourmand ever. Best gourmand who, for who, where, when, what, and why. Because not for me. When I tried it, I was so excited. I had thought about blind buying Italica for weeks. I was very new to my perfume journey, and when I got it, a sample of it, I tested it, and I was just like, this don't even smell like a perfume. Like this smells very literal gourmand, and not in a good way. It's one I want to revisit eventually, but it was just too like sharp, almondy, like biscotti. Uh, yeah, it was a no. It just wasn't giving me, like, I don't feel like I would put this on and people would think I'm wearing a perfume. Like I would probably be getting questions like, who bought cookies from Publix or something like that. I don't know. But it was just a no for me. And I just never understood the wild popularity behind it. Now, LIRA, I love, and I always feel like most people are team LIRA or team Italica. I always say that. Rarely do I find people that just equally love both, though I'm sure there are plenty out there, but it's either you team Italica or team LIRA for the most part. And I'm definitely team LIRA because that one smells like a fragrance. Beautiful. Love it. Italica, it was team too much. No. Okay, so next on this list, y'all are gonna be clutching your pearls. Chanel's Chance or Tundra. I don't know where they got these grapefruits from. I don't know if there is maybe a floral in there that gets indolic, but that smells so beautiful on paper, beautiful in the opening. When I tell you the way that dries down on my skin, it smells like poo. I have tried. I have tried 4 different times to test that fragrance because I was into, my journey where I was wanting to get freshies. I didn't have any freshies. I'm all vanilla gourmand. Honey, it does not work on me. Now, the scent itself, I think it's beautiful. I think it is a beautiful scent. Like I said, when you on paper, maybe on someone else, but on me, oh my God, the way that grapefruit reacts is the same every time, and it just does not vibe with my pH. Another one that did that, where it let me know that it is the grapefruit that is rotting on my skin, is English Promenade by Krigler. Now, if I had a blind bought that, this is why I say do not blind buy from the house of Krigler. They're too high of a price point, and you just never know how things will react on you. Same poopy essence, like no. We're not trying to be fresh and then we gonna smell like fecal matter. It's a no. It's a no for me. So next on this list, don't come for me. Y'all gonna come for me, but I don't care. Gris Charnel. Yes, I said it. I have tried. Again, BDK. I cannot do BDK. I mean, I have one fragrance from BDK. Everything else I've ever tried from the house has been a no. And the one that I do have, I might even be decluttering it because I never pull for it. Gris Charnel smells phenomenal on my daughter. Like when I smell it from afar, it smells great on her. I'm like, oh my God, you smell so good. When I wear it, when it's like a close experience, the cardamom, the spices in there, they get a little bit of a like a rubbery essence to it. And I'm assuming it's the cardamom. I feel like that is one note that can just get rubbery, period. And that is what it dries down to on my skin. Like people, oh, you gotta wait for the dry down. Child, the dry down is where the awful happens on me. I have people have sent me decant. Like I have probably about 20 mils worth of Gris Charnel, and it's a no every time. Who wants a Gris Charnel decant? Because they just collecting dust. Let me know in the comments below, and I will pick someone to send them to because I'm never gonna wear them. Now the X-Ray is funny because Gris Charnel X-Ray, I liked the, I want to say I like the opening better than the opening on the original. And then it's like flip-flop for the, like if we could just get on the same page between both those fragrances where I love the opening, I love the dry down, I would probably be on the Gris Charnel train. But it's just like either the opening or the dry down is off on me. And so yeah, so I will never have a full bottle of Gris Charnel in this collection. No ma'am, no ham, no Sam. Okay, so the next one, y'all, this is so popular and I'm just like, who is wearing the only one by Dolce and Gabbana? Y'all, someone gave me a 2 ml sample of this, like randomly. My coworker was like, here, they gave this to me. It's for women. Here you go. I had sprayed this in store, and you keep in mind these testers when they're in the store, for some reason, they just seem very watered down in scent because I have sprayed testers in store since I own, like since I know intimately, and they smell so flat and watered down. So I had tested the only one like in store a couple times. Oh, that's cute. You know, okay, yeah. But I don't need a full bottle of it. But this sample, I sprayed it on my hand one day, and I was at a off-duty job where I had to sit in my patrol car all day for a security detail. I sprayed this on my hand. It's a 2 ml, so how much could I possibly spray? Just choo-choo, just to kind of, let me revisit it again, see if I like. Honey, that thing was so sweet and cloying, like all the way from my hand. Like it was too much. It was too much, and it just was, I can't imagine overspraying it. I would probably suffocate. That was sweet done in a very bad way to me. And it was just a no. It just had that really overly sweet designer. It had the designer. That's all I can say. So the only one I know it's loved, like y'all love that fragrance. I do want to try the Intense because for some reason I feel like maybe that one will go differently for me, but I do not like the only one, and that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. It's a no for me. The last one I have mentioned before that I don't like, and I am going to revisit this summer when it starts to heat up. Greenwich Village was such a repulsive blind buy experience for me. A couple years ago when I first got into my journey, I wanted a bond. I was like, everybody loves that scent. Let me just get it because I know it's probably gonna be a safe buy. I mean, Baccarat Rouge, what? But fresh and Baccarat Rouge where? There's supposed to be a praline note in there, and it was not praline on my skin. And I think that is the issue. That sweet that I'm sure most people are getting, like this hint of sweet from the praline, it disappeared. Or maybe they forgot to add the praline to my bottle. I don't know. But there was no, it was like very dry, fresh, lychee, buttery, sour. It was just a no. It was so, and I tried it, like I got the full bottle. I'm like, okay, let me give it a moment to dry down. Let me come back in 30 minutes. I don't like this. What is this? Next day, shower, let's revisit. Maybe my nose was a little off. Same thing. I was like, child, let me pack up Greenwich and send this back to Saks because it was a no. When I say a hard no, I'm going to revisit it. It is 2 years later and my nose could have completely changed. I could have got a bad bottle. I could have, I don't know. Like, I don't know, but it seems to be very loved. And maybe it's just me. But yeah, if it don't work out this time, you can forget about me ever putting that stuff on my skin ever again. But for right now, it's still a no. All right, you guys. So that is my list of super popular fragrances that just did not work for me. Now, listen, this goes to show you it doesn't matter what the hype is. You don't have to fall into it. Honey, test it. If you don't like it, it's a no. It's plain and simple. We are not all going to like the same fragrances. It doesn't matter how popular it is, how beloved it is. Everyone's nose is different. Your pH is wildly responsible for how you experience the scent on you, and no two people are the same. So we cannot all love the same things, and that just is what it is. That is what fragrance is all about. We have thousands of fragrances because we have so many different tastes and things that we love and dislike. So those are mine. Drop me a comment below, you guys. Let me know fragrances that you absolutely do not like, but that are very popular and beloved. All right, that's our video for today. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, you guys. Make sure notification bell is turned on to all, and be sure to give the video a big thumbs up if you found any value in the content. It has been real. I love you all, YouTube, and I will catch you guys on the next one.